So in previous class, we have discussed about the electric dipole. So what is meant by electric dipole? So electric dipole is 2 point charges with equal magnitude but opposite sign separated by a small distance. Then it is called electric dipole. So what is meant by electric dipole moment? So P bar equal to Q into D bar is the electric dipole moment. Okay. So we have seen the electric dipole and electric dipole moment in last class. Today we are going to discuss about the energy density in a static electric field. Okay, so energy density in a static electric field. So what is meant by energy density? Okay, so first of all, what is meant by energy density? So energy density is the total charge. The total charge, total energy is required to move the charges when outside this static electric field. Okay, static means it is not moving; it is stationary. Okay, as we know that static means nothing but it is stationary. So when you are using stationary electric field, so how much energy is needed to move? So different charges, whether it will be 2 charges, whether it will be 3 charges, or 10 charges or 20 charges. Okay, so independent from the charges, so how much energy density is required to move the point charges to static electric field? Okay, and remember it is static electric field. Fine. So coming to here, this is a basic diagram for explaining energy density in electrostatic field. So here you can see, so charges Q1, Q2, Q3. Here three charges Q1, Q2, Q3 are moving from infinite value to P1, P2, P3. Okay, so these charges Q1, Q2, Q3 are moving from infinite value to P1, P2, P3. So infinite means this is, so here, so it is moving from infinite to P1. Q1 is moving from infinite to P1, and Q2 is moving from infinite to P2, and Q3 is moving from infinite to P3. So this is the basic diagram. So you can see the same, mm, sorry, same theory here. Suppose we wish to position 3 point charges Q1, Q2, Q3 in an initially empty space shown in figure. Okay. So how much work done is required to calculate energy density? To calculate energy density, so first of all we have to find out the Sheikh Chan Basha Chepu. Hello, Basha.
సార్ ఆ వీడియోస్ ఆన్ చేయమని చెప్పండి సార్. నాకు మెసేజ్ కూడా డిజేబిలిటీ కనిపిస్తుంది.
అవునా? మర్చిపోయాను, నేను నిన్న చెప్పాను, ఈరోజు చెప్పలేదు. ఆ స్టూడెంట్స్ అందరూ వీడియో ఆన్ చేయండి అన్న. సో జస్ట్ సెకండ్, ఐ విల్ చెక్ ది వీడియోస్.
నేను చూస్తా వీడియోస్, నేను చూస్తాను కానీ నాకు మెసేజ్ డిజేబిలిటీ, నాకు మెసేజ్ చేసి ఇది లేదు, ఆప్షన్ లేదు. సో వాట్ ఎవర్ మేబీ
క్లాస్
పర్లేదు.
టీచర్స్ రిమూవ్ చేశారు అనుకుంటా భాష. యాక్చువల్ గా నేను ఫస్ట్ లో వీళ్ళని చాట్ బాక్స్ లోనే ఎప్పుడు అడిగేవాడిని. నేను చాట్ బాక్స్ నార్మల్
సరే,
డిసేబుల్ ఉంది.
చాట్ బాక్స్ వద్దు కానీ, సార్ వీళ్ళని కంపల్సరీ మనం పడలేకపోతున్నాము. కంపల్సరీ వీడియోస్ ఆన్ చేసేమనండి. నేను నిన్న కూడా చెప్పాను కదా వాళ్ళకి. మనం
నేను
నిన్న
కూడా
కూడా
చెప్పాను స్టార్టింగ్ క్లాస్. అలా ఫ్యూ ఉన్నారు కదండి, ఒకసారి వీడియోస్ మొత్తం అందరూ ఆన్ చేయాలి, లేకపోతే మీకు అటెండెన్స్ ఉండదు. ఓకే, సార్ చెక్ చేస్తారు మీకు. Okay, so here we have to find out energy density in electrostatic field. For that we are moving the 3 point charges Q1, Q2, Q3 from infinite to 3 points P1, P2, P3. Okay, so here to find out energy density, first of all we have to find out the work done. So how much work done is required to move these point charges, and then we can find out the energy density. Okay, so just a second. Okay. So here, so this is a static electric field. So these are the charges Q1, Q2, Q3, and we are moving from infinite to P1, P2, P3. So here I'm going to find out work done, the total work done to move the charges, nothing but to move the charge Q1 from infinite to P1. So moving the charge Q2 from infinite to P2, to move the charge Q3 from infinite to P3. So we have to find out total work done with respect to W1, W2 and W3. So W1 means, so how much work done is required to move charge Q1 from infinite to P1, and W2 is the work done which is going to move infinite Q2 from which is the work done which is required to move Q2 from infinite to P2, and W3 is the work done which is required to move Q3 from infinite to P3, like that. So here W1, W2, W3, they are with respect to Q1, Q2, Q3. So first of all, to move the point charge from Q1 from infinite to P1, so there is no work done is required. That means, so initially this static field is empty. Initially this static field is empty. So there is no opposition charges and there is no ripple charges. Okay, so the work done required to move point charge from infinite to P1 is 0. That is W1 is 0. Okay, and next coming to W2 and coming to W2. So here, so we are placed charge point charge Q1. Okay, that means let us take this one. So initially, so charge Q1 is placed at P1. Okay, so there is no other charge. So there is no other charge in electrostatic field. So here I'm going to move charge Q2 in P2. So charge Q2. So already Q1 is present in static field. Already Q1 is present in static field. So here, so the electric potential with respect to the Q1 is, so Q2 into, so we are moving the second charge. So V21. So Q2 into V21. So this is generally, as we know that formula, what is the electric potential formula? W by Q. So this is used in electric potential. So V equal to W by Q. And what about W? W equal to Q into V. Okay. So here W2 equal to Q2 into V21. So why? Because we are taking the one here, that is the V21 here. Why? Because to move the point charge Q2, we need potential difference with respect to the second charge to first charge. So why? Because already first charge is placed in point P1. That's why. So this point charge P1 is going to oppose point charge Q2. So we have to calculate the potential difference. Okay. So 0 plus Q2 V21. Okay. Plus, and what about W3? So I'm already placed at P1 at the tire starting, and here I'm Q2 is placed in P2 due to Q1. So there is some opposition for P2, and here I'm going to move Q3. Here I'm going to move Q3 to P3. So at point P3. So what? So in this case, so in this case, Q3 will experience some opposition from Q1 as well as Q2. Okay. So here some opposition will cause from Q1 to Q1 and Q2. So here the total work done W3 equal to, so Q3 into V32 plus V31. Q3 into Q3 V32 plus Q3 V31. So why? Because we are going to take point charge 1 and 2. Why? Because of point charges 1 and 2 are already placed in static field. Are already placed in static field. So that's why we are going to take potential values of charge point charge 3 and 2, potential values of point charge 3 and 1. So here, so Q3 into V32 plus V31. So this is work done with respect to point charges. So W1, W2, W3. Okay, fine. For moving point charge Q1, the work done required is 0. For moving point charge W2, the work done is Q2, V21. To move point charge Q3, the work done is Q3 into V32 plus V31. Okay. And next, for suppose the point charges are placed in reverse order. Point charges placed in reverse order. That means in previous case what we have no, in previous condition what we have discussed. So first point charge Q1 is moving to, let us take this one. First point charge so first point charge Q1 is moving, and then point charge Q2 is moving, and then point charge Q3 is moving. Okay, so in order Q1, Q2, Q3. Let us suppose, so here first Q3 is going to move. So let us suppose first Q3 is going to move, and next Q2 is going to move, and then Q1 is going to move. Okay, so Q3, Q2, Q1. So we can change the order. Okay, in that case, what is the work done is required to move the, so here. So in that case, what is the work done? So let us take W suffix E equal to, so work done W3, W2 and W1. Okay, why? Because we are here we are going to move point charge Q3 in first step. Point charge Q3 in first step. So automatically what is the work done required to move the point charge Q3? 0. Obviously. Why? Because there is no charge is going to present in static electric field. So that's why there is no opposition. So the work done is required to move point charge Q3. So here a point charge Q3 is 0. Next one, to move the point charge W2. So to move the point charge Q2, that is W2. So Q2 into, so already point charge Q3 is present in static electric field. So obviously it becomes V23. Why? Because due to the charge 3, so there is some opposition for charge Q2. So Q2 V23. So it becomes Q2 V23 plus, and next here W1, and here W1. And coming to W1, what happens? So already charge Q2 and Q3 is present. Already charge Q2 and again Q3 is present in static electric field. So to move the charge Q1, so due to the P2 and due to the P3, due to the charge Q2 and due to the charge P3, some opposition will be produced. So that is Q1 into V V113 plus V12. So W1 equal to Q1 into V13 plus V12. So let us take W. So W1 equal to, sorry, Q1 into V13 plus V12. Okay. So this is for, total work done when 3-point charges Q3, Q2 and Q1 is placed in points P3, P2, P1. In previous case, what happens when Q1, Q2, Q3 is placed in P1, P2, P3 order? So we are to calculate the work done. So we can calculate the total work done. So here you can calculate the total work done. That is the two work dones when you are moving Q1, Q2, 3 order. So there is some work done is there. For moving Q3, Q2, Q1 order, some work done is there. By adding this two work done, so what happens? So 0, first one, coming to the first one, W suffix E. So this is one. W suffix E equal to 0 Q2 V21 plus Q3 V32 plus V31. That is first one. And coming to the second one, 0 plus Q2 V23 plus Q1 V13 plus V12. So we can add the 3 0 plus Q2 V21 plus Q3 V31 plus V32. and again plus 0 plus q2 v23 plus q1 v13 plus v12. Okay, by adding all the values, so q1 v13 plus v12 plus q2 v21 plus v23 plus q3 v31 plus v32. Okay, so this is the complete equation. When you are arranging the charges at any order, so here we can replace the electric potential v13 plus v12 as v1. Why? Because here the total electric potential is the potential difference with respect to the other charges. So this v13 plus v12 is equal to v1, as same v21 plus vt3 equal to v2, and v31 plus v32 equal to v3. So we can replace as 2w suffix e q1 v1 plus q2 v2 plus q3 v3. Nothing but v1 is the individual electric potential for charge. So v1 is the q1 electric charge q1 electric potential, and v2 is the charge q2 electric potential, and q3 v3 is the charge q3 electric potential. So here w suffix e equal to 1 by 2 q1 v1 plus q2 v2 plus q3 v3. So it can be rewritten as w suffix e equal to 1 by 2. I will rewrite in another page. So here w suffix e equal to 1 by 2 q1 v1 plus q2 v2 plus q3 v3. So it can be rewritten as w suffix equal to 1 by 2 sigma k equal to 0 to n qk vk. So here initially we are taking the 3-point charges. So that's why we got the equation q1 v1 plus q2 v2 plus q3 v3. For example, if we are going to take 5-point charges, so what is the resultant value here? 1 by 2 q1 v1 plus q2 v2 plus q3 v3 plus q4 v4 plus, sorry, here bracket q plus q4 v4 plus q5 v5. Okay, so depends upon the point charges values, so this k value is going to increase. Okay, that means the work done, which is w suffix e equal to 1 by 2 sigma k equal to 1 to n qk vk is the total work done here. Okay, so this is with respect to the work done, and then we are going to write this work done equation in each form. That is w suffix e equal to 1 by 2 q k no q v. Let us take this single charge. Let us take when you are going to take single point charge, so 1 by 2 qv, let us suppose. So in this equation 1 by 2 qv, so this q equation is going to replace with line charge and surface charge and volume charge. So what about the rho suffix l here? Q by l. What about differential length? Dq by dl. So dq equal to rho l dl. And what about q integral rho l dl? Okay, so these are the basic equation which are obtained in each and every equations. So q equal to integral rho l dl when we are applying the line integral. At the same time, when it is surface, q equal to integral rho s ds, when q equal to integral rho v dv. So depends upon the line, surface and volume charge configurations. So this q will be changed, depends upon the charge. So this q equal to integral rho l dl, at the same time integral rho s ds, integral rho v dv. So this w suffix e equal to 1 by 2 integral rho l dl into v. So this is for line charge configuration. And W suffix E equal to 1 by 2 integral rho s ds into V. So this is for surface. And W suffix E equal to 269 is raised hand. Chepama. $269. Okay. So W suffix E equal to, so what is the value here? Integral rho V dV into V. So this is for volume integral. Okay. So here when you are going to take work done for line charge, work done with respect to surface charge, and work done with respect to the volume charge, 1 by 2 integral rho L dl into V, 1 by 2 integral rho s ds into V, integral 1 by 2 integral rho V dV into V. Simply we are substitute the Q equation, Q value. We are simply substitute the Q value in this equation. Okay. So how can we get Q value? Means depends upon the charge configuration. So rho L equal to Q by L, rho S equal to Q by S, rho V equal to Q by V. So rho L equal to dq by dl, and rho S suffix S equal to dq by ds, and rho suffix V equal to dq by dv. Okay, that's why by using these equations we can rewrite the W suffix E equations like this. Okay, and next step. So again, W suffix E equal to integral rho V dv into V. Okay. uh, from the Gauss law, what we have obtained, del dot D equal to rho V. Okay, from the Gauss law we got del dot D equal to rho V. Okay, so this equation again change it to del dot D dV V into V. So del dot D dV V. So again, this equation can be rewritten as by using the equation del dot A V. So this is the formula. When you're using the scalar and vector, some properties are there. That means for doing the differentiation and integration, some formulas are there. Like that, for doing the scalars and vector multiplications, some properties are there. Okay. So when you're using the scalar and vector, so this is one of the property. So if you want to see all the properties, you can refer to any textbook. So at the time of starting, that is at the by defining the scalars and vectors, so this complete properties will be there. That is for doing the dot product and for doing the cross product. What are the properties we are using? The properties will be given in the textbook. Okay. So this del dot A bar into V. So this del dot A into V can be rewritten as del into VA bar minus A dot del V. Okay. So del dot A bar into V. What about V here? V is the scalar and del is the vector and A is the vector. Okay. So del dot A bar V equal to del dot VA. So V is the scalar value. That means, for example, V equal to 2 and A bar is the vector. We can rewrite as 2A bar. There is no change. That is only magnitude will be going to change. The direction will be same. Okay. So that means if you are multiplying a vector with if you are going to multiply a scalar with vector, you can directly multiply. Okay, so there is no problem with that. So here, so this equation again rewritten as, so here what about A bar value? A bar is nothing but D bar. Okay, so del dot D bar into V is can be written as del dot V D bar. Okay, so if you are going to take 1 by 2, sorry, there is a value 1 by 2, I forgot. So 1 by 2 minus, what about a bar value? D bar dot del V into dV. Fine. So this is the equation. So this equation can be divided integral V del dot Vd bar dV minus again 1 by 2 d bar dot del V dV. Okay, so these are the two equations here. So this is, let us take, so this is the equation 1 and let us take, this is the equation 2. So integral V del dot Vd dV and again minus 1 by 2 d bar dot del V dV. So coming to the equation 1, okay, so integral del dot d bar V dV. So there is 1 by 2. So here, so this equation can be rewritten as again by Gauss law, that is closed surface d bar dot ds bar equal to open volume del dot d dv. So this is by using the divergence theorem. Okay, by using the divergence theorem, we can rewrite the closed surface integral to volume integral. Okay, closed surface d dot ds equal to open volume del dot d dv. So in this case, what about the del dot d here? So d is a vector, simply d bar is a vector value. So d bar into v is also vector. There is no change. By multiplying a scalar value, there is nothing change. Only magnitude will be going to change. Okay. So this equation can be again rewritten as closed surface d bar means here d bar v ds bar. Okay. 1 by 2 closed surface s d bar v dot ds bar. And what about the second equation? 1 by 2 integral d bar dot del v dv. So this is the second equation. So in this equation again we are going to take e bar equal to, what about e bar equal to minus del v, e bar equal to minus del v, that is obtained in the relationship between e bar and v bar. So e bar equal to del v. So this equation can be rewritten as 1 by 2. So there is a minus sign here. So here there is a minus sign for this equation. Okay, so minus dv is going to replace d bar dot e bar dv. Okay, so this equation 1 becomes 1 by 2 closed surface s dv dot ds bar, and the equation 2 becomes 1 by 2 integral d bar e bar dv. So by rewriting the two equations, okay, so here, so this is closed surface and this is open volume, very important. Okay, and again here when you are integrate with respect to the surface value, when you are integrate with respect to the surface value, so d bar and b bar and ds bar have some uh, integration with respect to r values. That is, for example, what about d bar formula? D bar equal to q by 4 pi epsilon naught r square. What about v value here? Q by 4 pi epsilon naught r. What about ds bar value? When ds bar is taken in spherical coordinate system, it must be multiplied with r square. R square sine theta dr d theta and again d pi. Okay, so here when you are doing multiplication with respect to the integration 1 by 2, so 1 by electrical potential is varies, so v proportional to 1 by r, and d bar is going to varies 1 by r square, and again ds bar is going to vary r square. Finally you can get the value as 1 by r. So when you are doing integration with respect to 1 by r and for the infinite value, so where this infinite value is going to come, we are going to move point charge. Let us take here, we are going to move this point charge from infinite. Okay, So we are going to move this point charge from infinite. So that's why you can take the R value as infinite. Okay. So when you're taking R value is to infinite value, so the complete equation is becomes 0. Why? Because so 1 by R and again 1 by R square and again ds proportional to R square. So in that case, when R tends to infinite, the total integration it becomes 0 value. Okay, so the complete value becomes 0. So and again it is plus value. Why? Because in previous equation we are taking minus del V. So when you are going to remove minus value, so it becomes plus. Okay, so plus value. So the complete equation becomes 0. So what is the resultant equation here when the first equation becomes 0? So W suffix E equal to 1 by 2 integral d bar dot E bar dV. Okay, so this is the final equation with respect to the work done. But here to calculate energy density, with respect to this work done, so small w suffix E is going to take in. So the work done with respect to the volume charge is the energy density. So this is the energy density, and again d by w suffix E dV. So when you are differentiate with respect to the dV value, so what is the resultant value here? That means you can simply note down as, so what about dWe here? W suffix E into dV. What about W here? Integral WE dV. So in that case, what about W suffix E? W suffix E is nothing but 1 by 2 d bar dot E bar. So this is about energy density. So energy density equal to 1 by 2 d bar dot E bar value. So this is the energy density with respect to the work done. So what about the work done value? Work done value W suffix E equal to 1 by 2 integral d bar dot E bar dV. Okay. So this is about total work done and energy density when you are moving the 3-point charges, q1 q2 q3 from infinite to for 3 points p1 p2 p3. Okay, so here some theory is there. That is nothing but, so q1 q2 q3 in an initially empty space, student figure, no work is required to transfer q1 from infinite to p1 because space is initially charge free and there is no electric field. So the work done is transferring q2 from infinite to p2 is equal to the product of q2 to the potential v21 and p2 due to q1. Same the equation which is obtained in the explanation. So W suffix E equal to W1 plus W2 plus W3. So 0 Q2 V21 plus Q3 V31 plus V32. Same WE when you are reversing the order. When you reverse the order, charges position. Now, so when charges position are in reverse order, W suffix E equal to W3 plus W2 plus W1. So again, you can get this equation. When you are combining these two equation 4.84 plus 4.85, you can get the equation W suffix E equal to 1 by 2 Q1 V1 plus Q2 V2 plus Q3 V3. Fine. The same equations when line surface volume charges. So these are the equations, and here again you are applying the some properties. Del dot va equal to a dot del v plus v into del dot a. The same equations will be applied to the given equation, then you can get the value. So like this. So similarly, from the section here, we assume that this is the first equation and this is the second equation. So in this equation, we recall that v varies as 1 by r and d as 1 by r square. What does that mean? Why? Because v equal to q by 4 pi epsilon naught r, so it is varies by 1 by r, and d equal to q by 4 pi epsilon naught r square, so it is varies from 1 by r square. For point charges, v varies as 1 by r square and d as 1 by r cube. Why? Because uh, so okay, when you are multiplied with respect to the dipoles, when you are taking the dipoles, automatically another charge will be going to multiplied. Automatic. That means if you are going to take a single charge, it is 1 by r. When you are going to take dipole, there are two charges. Automatically, distance will be increased. You have to multiply the distance value. So and so on. When the at least 1 by RQ is vary with respect to the ds value. So constantly it tends to 0 when surface S becomes large. So automatically when surface becomes large, automatically R tends to infinite. When R tends to infinite means the value becomes 0. So W suffix E equal to, so first value is the first term is going to 0, and the coming to second term minus 1 by 2 integral V delta D dot del V. So in this case we are substituting the E equal to minus del V. So finally you can get the electrostatic energy density W suffix E as dw by dv, and then you can get the equation, this one. So 1 by 2 d dot e bar, and again this equation is rewritten as 1 by epsilon naught e square. Simply now what is the d bar value? D bar equal to epsilon into e square. Just substitute the value, you can get this equation. And what about the d square by 2 epsilon naught? Simply what is the e value? Epsilon into e. Okay, when you are multiplying I will write the equation here, easy to understand. So what is the equation he write? W suffix e equal to 1 by 2 epsilon into e square. So the same equation is written as d square by 2 epsilon naught. So generally, how can d square is obtained? When epsilon e square, that is epsilon e whole square, then you can get the d square. So there is only one epsilon. Okay, so that's why you have to divide it with another epsilon. So that means simply, so you are multiplying one epsilon in numerator and another epsilon naught in denominator. So then you can get rewritten as d square by 2 epsilon naught. So if you write the equations by applying the formulas, it will be very easy. But if you are going to only watch it, for understanding it is difficult. So d square by 2 epsilon naught. So this is the electrostatic energy density. Fine. This is about today class. Please check one problem here. 3-point charges -1 nanocoulomb and 4 nanocoulomb and 3 nanocoulomb are located at 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1 and 1, 0, 0 respectively. Find the energy in the system. Okay, find the energy in the system. So there are two possible ways to calculate this energy in the system by using the total work done. W equal to W1, W2, W3. That is the one step, or by applying the direct formula W equal to 1 by 2, K equal to 1 to 3, QK, VK. There are two possible ways. So it is already explained. So W1 equal to W2 plus W3. So what is the work done is required to move the first charge 0. So next one is Q2 into V21 plus Q3, V31 plus V32. So 0 plus Q2. What about V21? So V21 equal to, so Q by 4 pi epsilon naught R minus R dash. What about R dash value? R dash is the, with respect to the first charge. First charge is located where? 0, 0, 0. And what about the second charge? 0, 0, 1. So Q1 by 4 pi epsilon naught 0, 0, 1 minus 0, 0, 0. And coming to the third charge. So coming to the third charge, Q3 by 4 pi epsilon naught, and again V31. So that's why we have to take the charge Q1 here. So Q3 by 4 pi epsilon naught. For V31, you have to take the Q1, and V32, you have to take the Q2. Okay. So in this case, 3 is the, here 100 is the position of third charge, 00 is the position of first charge. And again, so 100 is the position of third charge, and 001 is the position of the second charge. Okay, so by doing the calculation 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught, what is the value here? 0 minus 0, 0, 0, 0, 0 minus 0, 0, 1 minus 0, 1. There is only one value. So Q1, Q2, and again Q1, Q3 by Q2, Q3 by square root of 2. This is the magnitude. That is, you are, when you are getting the equation, you have to square root of that value. We have to do the square root of the value. So then you can get the scalar value. So this is the one of the model. And coming to the second one, so here you can directly substitute 1 by 2 equals sigma k equal to 1 to 3 qk vk. So 1 by 2 q I forget in equations I'm use zero is used. Actually zero is not possible. You have to use minimum one. So k equal to 1 to 3. Qk Vk 1 by 2 Q1 V1 plus Q2 V2 plus Q3 V3. So simply you can applying 1 by 2 in each equation. So here you can remove the Q1 here. So next, what about V1? So you can directly substitute the V1 value, V2 value and V3 value. So V1 value is for a 1, 2, 3. For 3 values, the radius value is the radius value is going to take by applying, that is from this equation 0, 0, 1 minus 0, 0, 0 and 1, 0, 0 minus 0, 0, 1. So here you can get only value 1, and here also you can get the value 1, and here you can get the value 1, sorry 2 for this value. That means, what about V1? V1 equal to V13 plus V12. What about V2? V23 plus V21. What about V3? V31 plus V32. So by using the equations, you can rewrite as like this. And then by doing the simple calculation, you can get the same value, 13.37. Here also you can get the values 13.37. So this is one of the problem by using the energy values. Okay. So this is for today class.